whatever we've been programmed to be. I get the first 6 years of programming. I own your life. It's not your choice now. It's unconscious. It'll take you there whether you're paying attention or not. You look at the world and you say, look, am I powerful? Maybe, okay, I'm not so powerful. Boy, there's some very powerful people over there. And then you may say, well, how did they get to be so powerful? They didn't get more powerful. They just took away the power from us. We've been programmed to be disempowered. If I get the first 6 years of programming, I own your life. They knew that. They boasted about it. Do you think that's a minor thing that just would have slipped away in history? That you can control a population by programming the first 6 years of their lives? Are you kidding me? That's fundamental to the leadership of whoever is in leadership capacity. Think about this. There's a book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this is a book about power, empowerment, and disempowerment. And what's the point? People from poor families will grow up and remain poor, and people from rich families will generally grow up and remain rich. Is it genetics? No. It's the programming that the rich give to their family, which is completely the opposite of the programming the poor give to their family. It's not the individual, it's not the person, it's the programming. And this is not new. This is 500 years of boasting that fact, not much. I mean, they didn't keep it a secret. They actually said, you just give me the kid, there's 6 years. Belongs to the church. Our consciousness either enhances us, like a placebo effect, or the same consciousness can take away your strength and kill you, which is called a nocebo effect. There's actually a name for that. So it's the power of your thinking, and the thinking is, who are we? And we've been programmed to believe that we're frail and vulnerable, like all kinds of things are out there to get us, and we have to protect ourselves and all that. It's like, this is totally insane, because we're so powerful that we even don't believe it. You can heal yourself with energy. You can heal yourself with thoughts. You can heal yourself with the right vibration of food and everything else around by dealing with the vibration part. So you say, well, we know this for 1,000 years. Why isn't it recognized by the world? And the answer is, it's not in the interest of an industry that sells drugs. Because if I can heal you for free, then what are you going to do with the drug market? You get down to the simple understanding how your mind controls your genetics and your biological behavior, then you have to recognize, then the question is, what programs have you been programmed with? Because those are the programs that are going to shape your life. The world we live in sees truth based on whether science says it's true or not. If the science is limited, then the knowledge is power. Lack of knowledge, lack of power. If the science is not fully knowledgeable and limits it to that little narrow knowledge, then we've limited our power. And the fact is, there's new science that undermines all the stuff that you learned in school, all the stuff I taught in medical school. That science is, in the last 15 years, man, is a revolution. And the revolution is the rebels in the front. The old guard is still in the back with the old textbooks with outdated information. It's totally outdated. The Newtonian physicists, the ones that only saw the mechanical material world as real and didn't consider the invisible realm as anything. Quantum physics comes in and says it's the invisible realm that is actually shaping the physical realm. Energy shapes matter. You're a vibration. So first of all, we see ourselves as physical reality, but physical reality is an illusion. Atoms are vibrational units. There's no physicality to it. So you're a vibration. And the significance is when you get other vibrations that are in harmony with you, that's called constructive interference. That means good vibes. When you find yourself with other people that have the same vibration as you, your energy gets enhanced. It's good vibes. If you find yourself in a threatening environment, the energy gets canceled, and that's why you feel all of a sudden drained, weak. You feel very vulnerable, and it's because you're in an environment where the energy of the environment is not in harmony with who you are. So organisms unconsciously will move to environments that strengthen their vibration. They'll seek it out. That's why we're naturally designed to seek out harmony in the world. That's our intention. The mind has two parts. There's the conscious part and the subconscious part. The conscious part is you, your personal identity. It's creative. It has your wishes and desires. The subconscious part is like a record playback mechanism. It learns experiences, push the button, plays the experiences back. Okay, so now I say, our personal drive is our conscious wish and desire. And then I'm going to tell you a fact, and this is a freaking fact. Science has shown that we only run our lives 5% of the time with our conscious mind, our creative mind, the mind with your wishes and what you want out of life. 95% of our life comes from the subconscious automated programs that play when we don't even pay attention. You can drive the car without paying attention. It's an automatic program. You can do your job without paying attention. It's an automatic program. So why is it important? Only 5% of our life comes from what we want. 95% comes from the subconscious programs. And here's the catch. The first 6 years, you are downloading behavior from the environment. And those become your fundamental programs. You watch your parents, your family, your community. So who are we? Whatever we've been programmed to be. You can change your programs and change your life virtually instantaneously. But you have to know what you're trying to do, and that's the whole idea. If nobody knows, A, that they're even behaving from their unconscious programs, they don't even believe that. They think, oh, I'm running my life with my intentions and my wishes. It's like what they're thinking. And I say that's 5%. But in my lectures, I say to people, I say, look, I know sometime in your life you had a very close friend, you knew your friend's behavior, and you happen to know your friend's parent. And at some point you may have seen that your friend had some of the same behavior, so you volunteer, you go, hey, you know, Bill, you're just like your dad. And the first guy you back away from is Bill. He's going to go ballistic and say, how can you compare me to my dad? And I tell people, that's so profound a story. For what reason? Here it is. Everyone else can see that Bill behaves like his dad. The only one who doesn't see it is Bill. And we're all Bill. Meaning, we play behaviors that don't even harmonize with our wishes and desires, but when we play them, we don't see them because they're automatic and unconscious. And then we wonder why our life isn't going where we want it to go, and we didn't realize fundamentally we were the ones that were shooting ourselves in the foot in the first place. And it's because we didn't understand that the control can be controlled by the conscious mind, but when the conscious mind's thinking about stuff, then the default is the subconscious, but the subconscious programmed by other people. But if you reprogram the subconscious mind to have the same beliefs and wishes and desires that your conscious mind has, so that both minds have the same vision and destiny, then there's a honeymoon the rest of your life. It doesn't end then, because you put in your wishes and desires. So even when you're not paying attention, that's when your subconscious playing is still going to play the same wishes and desires that you want in your life anyway. But right now, it plays the programs that you got from other people when you're not paying attention. That's why you lose control over your life. When you grow up in a threatening environment, the fetus will develop bigger arms and legs and a much better hindbrain because this is what's necessary for defense. And we say, look, blacks are great athletes. I say, yeah, look where they all come from. They all come from, essentially an environment that is totally not supportive, which means biologically they have to acquire the ability to fight to survive. So their bodies are designed much healthier in that regard. And this is why we have to recognize biological organisms are designed